we are just going to see important questions today again, and just watch them and try to learn whatever I say, whatever they frame. And अच्छा एक और चीज़ मैं आपको कहना चाहता हूँ, it's just a formality and not for me. I am saying 100%. It is for the team members. Okay, they always say कि just tell the students sometimes please like, share, subscribe, comment and whatever. Okay, like till now I have made whatever 49-50 videos. I never said that. Okay, so this is the first time I'm saying you please do these things. They need them. Okay, they want me to tell you these things. So please, if you like, please try to comment and all whatever you can. Okay, so now I'm leaving this on you. बहुत हो गया. Moving to the question now. Now if you see here the United Nations Charter, now this is very very important body. ठीक है, अब आप देखो कि you should not wait for some news to come to learn this. Don't wait for some news to come to learn this. This is 100%. This is a basic. Like you're reading the polity, like you're reading the history. This is a basic about the United Nations you should be learning. Okay. Now, if you see the very first statement, India signed the UN Charter in 1951. Okay. Now, here also I want you to learn now, because when you learn, you have to be very comprehensive and mostly with respect to India. Second important thing, if you see, the charter has been amended 11 times since it came into force in 1945. So in 1945 it has अच्छा ऐसे क्वेश्चन में don't expect this portion to be wrong. Okay, ये portion वो wrong नहीं देंगे. This is not they want to. Sometimes I will tell you wrong such statements I will frame to just confuse you, but examination में कभी भी ऐसे questions में the second part won't be wrong. You have to just focus on this part. Okay, so if you see here, the charter has been amended 11 times. Now amendments to the UN charter has to be ratified by 2/3 of the members of the United Nations, including all permanent members of the Security Council. Now these are the three statements. Now if you go to the solution if you see, it's A, only one, right? So only one, कोई दो गलत है. And if you see, the first and the second statements are the incorrect statement. Now if you see here, the UN Charter was signed in 1945 by representatives of the 50 countries attending the United Nations Conference on the International Organization in San Francisco. Since the UN's founding member in the 1945, the mission and the work of the organization has been guided by the purpose and the principle contained in the Charter. On June 1945, India became the founder of the United Nations along with the 50 other member countries, and India signed this day itself. Okay, so I just want to bring your attention that on the day of its founding, right, the UN founding in 1945, okay, there were 15 countries, 50 countries were there, and India was among them. So जिस दिन ये चार्टर अडॉप्ट किया गया उसी दिन इंडिया ने इसको साइन किया है. जिस दिन ये चार्टर साइन किया गया है, बाकी कंट्रीज ने फर्स्ट टाइम, India signed on that particular day itself, not 51, it's 1945 itself. Okay, so this is what 50 countries attended and India was one of the country. तो आपको ये चीज़ याद रखनी पड़ेगी कि हाँ, जिस दिन charter was framed, it was attended by the countries and India was one of them, and India signed on that particular day itself. Okay, now since its formulation, the charter has been amended 5 times, not 11 times, it's 5 times. So this is incorrect, this is incorrect. Now third option आप देखो कि it has to be adopted first of all by a vote of the 2/3 members of the General Assembly, and then ratify in accordance with the respective constitutional process by the 2/3 of the members of the United Nations, including all the permanent members of the Security Council. तो amendment कितनी बार हुआ है and how the amendment has to be done, right? This is a process. So that process also is done here. तो process सही है, बाकी first and second are incorrect statement. तो charter कब आया? What charter का? Now, if you see the UN Charter, first of all, when it came into force. Second, what is the meaning? What is written inside the UN Charter? Okay, now it is for all countries or not? Every country can sign, or those who will sign only become the member of the United Nations. कुछ ऐसा provision है. Okay, सच क्वेश्चंस कैन बी फ्रेम्ड, सच क्वेश्चंस जस्ट आपको फील लेना है कि ऐसे क्वेश्चंस, जस्ट क्लोज योर आइज एंड सी यूएन चार्टर पे कौन कौन से क्वेश्चंस फ्रेम हो रहे हैं. Okay, so I just asked you if there's a provision of signing then only entering into the UN membership. Is there is any such provision is there? So you have to answer this, find this answer. Second, I told you about the when it was signed and it already discussed. Okay, now it is for all the countries. Yes, it is for all the countries. Then you will see how the amendment, we have already asked you how the amendment is done, how many times it has been amended. I have already asked you. तो ये थोड़ा सा आपको याद पता रहना चाहिए. नाउ मूविंग टू द वेरी नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, इट टॉक्स अबाउट द ईडी. तो रिसेंटली द न्यू ईडी वाज अपॉइंटेड. सो व्हाई दिस ईडी बिकम्स इंपॉर्टेंट? सी ये तो ऑलवेज इन न्यूज, even opposition you will say, always they will say CBI, ED, CBI. So it's there is no need of for any news section to learn this. It's also a static part of the current affairs where you have to learn this, right? Now if you see ED, यहाँ पे CBI में there is CJI, leader of opposition and the prime minister, right? But यहाँ पे there is no kind of transparency, you can say in your own words, not openly. बिकॉज ट्रांसपेरेंसी वहाँ होती है जहाँ पे चीज़ें, जैसे फॉर एग्जाम्पल CBI, ओके, नाउ इट्स अ लीडर ऑफ अपोजिशन इज देयर, देन यू हैव द CJI और द पर्सन अपॉइंटेड बाय हिम एंड वन मेंबर फ्रॉम द एग्जीक्यूटिव क्लास, मतलब रूलिंग क्लास, प्राइम मिनिस्टर और द पर्सन अपॉइंटेड बाय हिम. अब आप देखो यहाँ पे अगर CJI एंड LOP एक तरफ है तो प्राइम मिनिस्टर का अपॉइंटी विल नेवर गेट द CBI पोस्ट, राइट? सो ट्रांसपेरेंसी ये हो जाता है यहाँ पे. सो नो, डोंट से CBI एंड ऑल इज इन द रूलिंग पार्टी पॉकेट, द वे इट इज अपॉइंटेड. यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा आपको डोंट ब्लेम, ट्राई टू ब्लेम द रूलिंग पार्टी फॉर CBI अपॉइंटमेंट. अब आपका ये जो नैरेटिव होगा कि CJI भी उसके अंदर, ये आपका पर्सनल प्रॉब्लम है. ओके, नाउ इफ यू जस्ट टॉक अबाउट द ED में देयर इज नो सच थिंग. इफ यू सी हियर ED में आप अगर देखोगे तो सेंट्रल विजिलेंस कमीशन. नाउ फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल द सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट अपॉइंट्स ए ED इन द डायरेक्टरेट इन द मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ फाइनेंस ऑन द रिकमेंडेशन ऑफ द सिलेक्शन कमिटी. ओके, ऑन द रिकमेंडेशन ऑफ द सिलेक्शन कमिटी एंड दैट कमिटी कंसिस्ट ऑफ द चेयरपर्सन सेंट्रल विजिलेंस कमीशन. नाउ मेंबर्स यू कैन सी हियर. ओके, तो आप यहाँ पे देयर इज नो लीडर ऑफ अपोजिशन, देयर इज नो CJI, इट्स टोटली अंडर द रूलिंग पार्टी. So you can say here, you can see here the transparency cannot be there, maybe. Okay, तो थोड़ा सा आपको ध्यान रखना है. And it's a recommendation the committee consists of. तो आप देख लीजिए यहाँ पे it's a central vigilance commission is the very first thing, and then we don't have anyone. Okay, तो if you see here the answer to this question is A, only one. Okay, because ना तो स्पीकर है, ना ही प्राइम मिनिस्टर है, ना ही यूनियन मिनिस्टर है और ना ही कोई CJI का मेंबर है. तो विजिलेंस कमीशन है, सेक्रेटरी टू द गवर्नमेंट इन चार्ज ऑफ मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ होम अफेयर्स, सेक्रेटरी टू द मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ इन चार्ज मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ पर्सनल एंड सेक्रेटरी टू द गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया इन चार्ज ऑफ डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ रेवेन्यू, मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ फाइनेंस. ये मेंबर और ये सारे देख लो आप रूलिंग पार्टी के कंट्रोल में. यू कैन से दैट. सो ट्रांसपेरेंसी इज नॉट इन द ED बट इट इज इन द CBI, राइट? दिस इज वॉट यू हैव टू लर्न. इस तरीके से द वे आई एम सेइंग यू राइट नाउ, in the examination paper, if you get this question, you will always remember sir used to say transparency is not in ED. तो तब आपको ये विजिलेंस कमीशन याद आएगा, राइट? सो दिस इज व्हाट स्टोरी इज. आई वाज बिल्डिंग ए स्टोरी कि ट्रांसपेरेंसी है तो नहीं है, दिस एंड दैट. नाउ मूविंग टू द वेरी नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, इट टॉक्स अबाउट द स्टेट गवर्नमेंट. Okay, the state government shall, on the recommendation of the National Tiger Conservation Authority, notify an area as a tiger reserve. So basically they are asking who notify tiger reserve. Okay, अच्छा ये ED कैसे अपॉइंट होता है? Which act, under which act it is written, the committee it consists of this and that. ये मुझे आप कमेंट सेक्शन में बताओ. ऐसे तो मैंने यहाँ सोल्यूशन में दे ही दिया है, CBC एक्ट 2023. ओके, तो ये एक्ट भी आपको याद रखना है. ओके, नाउ हियर द टाइगर रिजर्व कैसे अपॉइंट करना है, दिस इज अ वेरी फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट. दूसरा स्टेटमेंट इज रिगार्डिंग द TCP, टाइगर कंजर्वेशन प्लान. द वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन कम हियर, हु प्रिपेयर दिस प्लान? नो, आई विल टेल यू वन थिंग. these questions are very very important and universal question. अगर beginning में ही you will catch such statements, you will read in this manner, you will never feel kind of trouble. बिल्कुल नहीं feel होगा आपको. And every, okay, for all the students I'm telling you, those who are registered for the Gold Tide course, I will give you all these questions in the PDF. Okay, so no need to worry. You are going to get everything. But those who are not the part of the Gold Tide, I don't know how you will read further, but whatever I'm covering, okay, at least that much you try to cover. Okay, now NTCA will prepare a tiger conservation plan. So National Tiger Conservation Authority will prepare this TCP. Okay. Third is, as per the Act, the regions declared as a tiger reserve shall not affect the rights of the scheduled caste and notified by the state government. Okay. Now, this statement, all three statements, if you see the solution part says answer is B, that is only 2. So, which statement is incorrect? Second statement is incorrect, because if you see here, the tiger reserves are notified by the state government as per the provision of 38V. Now, if you see in 38V, what is it written? The state government, on the recommendation of the National Tiger Conservation Authority, notify an area as a tiger reserve. If you, the state government, on the recommendation of NTCA, notify an area as a tiger reserve, 100% it is a correct statement. Okay. Now, if you see in the same section, the state government shall prepare a tiger conservation plan. Okay. And here what I have told you, NTCA prepares the tiger conservation plan. So it is incorrect. Okay. Now third statement, if you see, yes, for the purpose of declaring the tiger reserve, the scheduled tribes notified by the state government, their rights should not be affected. This is again a factual statement. So ये third statement was easy, but first and second statement में आपको गलत करने का 100% चांस था. If you have read the article well, if you have read the news well, आपने ये किया होगा सही, otherwise there is a fault. So these statements, like first statement is correct, second is incorrect, third is correct. So only 2. तो गलत कौन है आपको पता चले. So this is what today what we learn about the questions, and just keep solving. से वो possible नहीं है मेरे लिए, and all those students who are kind of weak, आप नहीं हो रहा prelims clear, बात मानो. I am insisting you everyone, come here, come to me. Okay, बाकी मर्जी तो आपकी है, but try to learn more and more such questions. These will only enlighten you. Okay, for your prelims examination. टेस्ट सीरीज ज्वाइन करने से इट्स ऑल अबाउट, आपको तरीका नहीं पता है, एक्सेप्ट टेस्ट सीरीज, ऑल बिसाइड्स टेस्ट सीरीज, व्हाट ऑल थिंग्स हैज टू कवर दिस एंड दैट. इस एग्जाम का अप्रोच बहुत अलग है. ओके, सो यू विल लर्न एवरीथिंग एनीवे. चलो आज के लिए इतना रहने देते हैं. We'll learn a few questions tomorrow, then day after tomorrow, and we'll keep on. And please try to like and all such things as my team asked. Okay, मुझे नहीं फ़र्क पड़ता है. From the very beginning I'm telling you, like I don't care, like कर रहे हो कि नहीं, शेयर कर रहे हो कि नहीं, बट ठीक है, ये कर रहे हैं बच्चे. I like how students are coming on the Gold Tide, I don't know, because neither I give any Google ads or some kind of ads here and there or poster banner, no, right? So please try to do this. If my team is asking, I just requested you. Now it's totally on you. Thank you so much. We'll see you tomorrow.